officer welfare, ensuring promotion of deserving officer as at when due, in collaboration with the Police Service Commission, strengthening insurance frameworks, expanding housing initiatives, and investing in capacity development because morale and professionalism are inseparable in effective policing. Reform was pursued with discipline and clarity. Public trust cannot be commanded by authority. It must be earned through integrity, transparency, and measurable results. These gains were not the achievement of one office. They were the product of collective resilience of officers who served long hours, made difficult decisions, and stood firm in defense of the nation. To those who operated in high-risk environments, who confronted danger so that others might live in peace, I salute your courage. The stability many enjoy today rests quietly upon your sacrifice. To our sister security agencies, strategic partners, and international collaborators, your cooperation strengthened our national security architecture and enhanced operational outcomes. Leadership in policing is custodial. No Inspector General of Police owns this institution. We hold it in trust for the nation and for the generation who will inherit its future. As I hand over to my successor, the one chosen among the best, I do so with confidence in his competence, experience, and strategic capacity. The foundation has been reinforced, the system recalibrated, the reform trajectory clearly defined. All these he has been part of. I charge him to consolidate these gains to deepen intelligence integration, expand technological modernization, strengthen accountability systems, and entrench community-centered policing as enduring doctrine. Institutional progress must not pause, it must accelerate. To the Nigerian people, I offer a final reflection. Beyond structures and strategies, beyond deployments and reforms, policing is ultimately about trust. It is about the assurance that when distress calls in the night, someone will answer. That when communities feel vulnerable, someone will stand between order and chaos. I appeal for continued partnership, continued vigilance, and continued belief that this institution can and must rise to meet your expectations. The promise of security is not sustained by the police alone. It is strengthened by a nation that stands together. The burden of command is neither ceremonial nor light. It carries decisions that shape lives, responsibilities that test conviction, and moments that demand quiet courage. I have carried it with humility and now relinquish it with gratitude. Confident that the Nigerian people, the Nigerian police force stand firmer than when it was entrusted to my care. Thank you for the honor of service. May God bless the Nigerian Police Force and the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, sir. That was the speech of retired IGP Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun, PhD, NPM, the 22nd Indigenous Inspector General of Police. Now we shall be moving straight to the response. I'm talking about the speech of the 23rd Indigenous Inspector General of Police, Acting IGP Olatunji Disu, PSC. A round of applause for him, please.
The 22nd Indigenous Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun, PhD, NPM, retired. The immediate past former President, Dr. Mrs. Elizabeth Egbetokun. The Executive Secretary, Police Trust Fund, the Force Management Team, senior officers here present, all well-wishers, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I am indeed humbled and greatly appreciative of the torrent of congratulatory messages I have received from within and without since this announcement was made. Most importantly, my gratitude goes to Almighty God and the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. However, I am of the strong opinion that this is not yet time for me to be congratulated. It is not yet time because a heavy burden has been placed on my shoulders and those of my colleagues. It is not yet time because I know the expectations are very high. It is not yet time because I know we should not only meet the expectation but strive to surpass them. I acknowledge with sincere gratitude the effort of 4 former Inspector Generals of Police, especially my brother, the outgoing Inspector General of Police. I thank them for the passion, professionalism, and dedication. I thank them for the foundation they laid and the structures they worked very hard to build. I am not unmindful of the sacrifices that every one of them made in the course of their respective tenure. My colleagues and I are very grateful to you, sir. I am called to build upon. I want all the officers and men of the indefatigable Nigerian police force, from the first recruit still learning the weight of the uniform, to the veterans who have given decades of quiet service, to know that Tunji Disu, as most of you call me, is first and foremost a police officer before being the Inspector General of Police. This I greatly cherish and wish to continue to be. I see you, I honor you, and I'm with you. I know what it means to stand at a post in the rain. I'm aware of the risk involved in responding to any distress call. I know what it feels like to serve a public that sometimes applaud you and sometimes distrust you. Those experiences are not behind me. They will live in every decision I make in this office. By the grace of Almighty God, I have been placed in this office to lead you faithfully, honestly, and to serve a great nation. It's pleasantly gratifying to know that our service has immense capacity that's readily available for deployment to combat the contemporary threats to national security. My tenure will therefore be built on 3 clear commitments: professionalism, modernism, accountability, integrity, community partnership, and trust. To all officers, I will demand the best from you because the people we serve deserve nothing less. Integrity, compassion, courage. These are not optional qualities. They are the job. But I make this promise in return. I will fight for your welfare, your dignity, and the conditions you need to serve effectively. You will not be asked to perform miracles with nothing. Leadership in this service, from this day forward, must be visible, accountable, and worthy of being followed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the end of the ceremony. This is the beginning of the work. Sir, with all humility, I want to thank you so much for your tutelage, for everything you taught me, and for the great opportunity you gave me while I worked with you. My prayers to you is that may Almighty God continue to be your guide, sir. Let us get to it together. I hope you understand. Let's get to it together. And I pray may God be our guide. Thank you.
Another round of applause for the newest Inspector General of Police, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much. We shall be moving to the handing over proper, the ceremonial handover, the symbolic handover. But I would like to quickly say something before then. After the handing over ceremony, retired IGP Kayode Egbezoku will be taking his leave immediately. And once he leaves, please, gentlemen of the press, that brings to an end the first phase of this program. In other words, when retired IGP Egbezoku leaves, gentlemen of the press are expected to leave. Family, friends, well-wishers, prayer members are also expected to leave, because the second phase will be between the new IGP and his officers. So please, let's bear that in mind, that after the handover ceremony, we'll move to the second phase, and it will be for police only. Thank you very much. Now we'll move to the handover ceremony. I most respectfully invite retired IGP Kayode Egbezoku, PhD MPM, and acting IGP Olatunji Dosu, PSC, for the ceremony. Thank you very much, sir. Retired IGP Egbezoku will be handing over 2 flags to the new IGP. First, the Nigerian flag, and second, the Nigeria Police flag. The first phase has been concluded. Next to be handed over to the new IGP is the Nigeria Police flag. A round of applause for retired IGP Kayode Egbesoku and acting IGP Osun PSA. Next, before retired IGP takes his leave, we shall take some photographs. First, retired IGP and the acting IGP first. Okay, without the hand gloves. The next picture with handshake. The handshake, sir. Looking at the camera, sir. Thank you, sir. And the next picture with the outgoing POA president and the incoming POA president. And the next one with the children of our new IGP. Please, could you make your way to the... I know it's a bit tight, but please, we need you in this picture. Thank you. Please make way for the young visitors to be in this picture. Thank you very much. Okay, there's another indicated family member. Please make way. We would like to appreciate the presence of the Executive Secretary of the Police Trust Fund. Thank you very much for finding time to be here today. And this will be the last picture, after which retired IGP Kayode Egbesoku will be taking his leave.